Dreams about being scolded by a boss or getting fired are among the most emotionally intense and unsettling experiences one can have during sleep. These dreams often leave a lingering sense of anxiety, embarrassment, or even fear upon waking. While they may seem straightforward on the surface, reflecting workplace stress or dissatisfaction, their deeper meanings are often rooted in complex psychological, emotional, and even social dynamics. Understanding such dreams requires looking beyond literal interpretations and exploring the symbolic language of the subconscious mind. At their core, dreams about being reprimanded or dismissed from a job often relate to feelings of insecurity, self-doubt, or fear of failure. The workplace, in modern life, is not just a place of employment. It is also a central arena where identity, competence, and self-worth are constantly evaluated. When the mind constructs a scenario in which a boss expresses disappointment or takes punitive action, it may be reflecting an internalized fear of not meeting expectations, either those imposed by others or by oneself. The boss in the dream can symbolize authority, judgment, and standards, not only in a professional sense, but also in a broader psychological context. One common interpretation is that such dreams arise from performance anxiety. Individuals who are highly conscientious or driven often set high standards for themselves. Even minor mistakes or perceived shortcomings can trigger disproportionate worry. In this context, dreaming of being scolded or fired may be the mind's way of dramatizing these fears. The emotional intensity of the dream mirrors the internal pressure the dreamer places on themselves. Interestingly, these dreams can occur even in individuals who are objectively successful or secure in their jobs, highlighting that the issue lies not in external reality, but in internal perception. Another layer of meaning involves fear of loss, specifically the loss of stability, status, or control. Employment is closely tied to financial security and social identity. Losing a job can symbolize a broader fear of losing one's footing in life. This is particularly relevant during times of uncertainty, such as economic instability, career transitions, or major life changes. The dream becomes a metaphor for vulnerability, reflecting concerns about whether one can maintain control over their circumstances. Additionally, such dreams may indicate unresolved conflicts with authority figures. The boss in the dream may not represent the actual employer, but rather a projection of authority figures from other areas of life, parents, teachers, or even societal expectations. If the dreamer has experienced criticism or pressure from authority figures in the past, these experiences may resurface symbolically in dreams. Being scolded in a dream can thus represent a replay of earlier emotional experiences, suggesting that certain issues remain unresolved. It is also important to consider the emotional tone of the dream. Was the criticism harsh and humiliating or constructive and calm? Did the dreamer feel unjustly treated, or did they feel they deserved the reprimand? These nuances can provide insight into the dreamer's self-perception. Feeling unfairly criticized may indicate a sense of being misunderstood or undervalued in waking life. On the other hand, feeling guilty or deserving of punishment may point to internalized self-criticism or a tendency toward perfectionism. Dreams of being fired can also symbolize transformation and change, while being dismissed from a job is typically viewed negatively. In the symbolic language of dreams, it can represent the end of one phase and the beginning of another. The subconscious mind may be signaling that it is time to let go of certain roles, habits, or environments that no longer serve personal growth. In this sense, the dream is not a warning, but an invitation to reflect on whether one is truly fulfilled or aligned with their current path. Moreover, cultural and societal influences play a role in shaping such dreams. In many cultures, professional success is closely tied to personal worth. Failure, in a career context, can carry a heavy emotional burden. As a result, dreams involving workplace failure can be particularly vivid and distressing. They reflect not only personal fears, but also broader societal pressures that emphasize productivity, achievement, and external validation. Another interesting aspect is how these dreams can act as a coping mechanism. The mind often uses dreams to process and rehearse potential scenarios. By simulating a worst-case situation, being scolded or fired, the brain may be attempting to prepare the individual emotionally. This can reduce anxiety in waking life by making the feared scenario feel more familiar and manageable. In this way, the dream serves a protective function, even if it feels uncomfortable. It is also worth noting that such dreams do not always originate from negative emotions. Sometimes they can be triggered by ambition and a desire for growth. For instance, someone striving for a promotion or taking on new responsibilities may experience heightened sensitivity to evaluation. The dream may reflect the tension between aspiration and fear, the desire to succeed coupled with the fear of falling short. To better understand these dreams, it is helpful to reflect on one's current life circumstances. Are there situations where you feel judged or evaluated? Are you under pressure to perform or meet certain expectations? Are there changes or uncertainties that make you feel insecure? By connecting the dream to waking life experiences, one can uncover its underlying message. In conclusion, dreaming of being scolded by a boss or getting fired is a multifaceted experience that goes beyond literal concerns about employment. It often reflects deeper themes of self-worth, fear of failure, anxiety about stability, and relationships with authority. While such dreams can be distressing, they also offer valuable insights into the inner workings of the mind. Rather than viewing them as ominous signs, it is more constructive to see them as opportunities for self-reflection and growth. By understanding the emotions and meanings behind these dreams, individuals can gain greater awareness of their inner world and take steps toward a more balanced and confident sense of self.